topic for today's discussion is check, draft, credit card, debit card, ATMs and passbook. Hari is a taxi driver and makes about rupees 8,000 to 10,000 per month. Looking at the recent trends in the transport industry, he wants to give some value added service like card payments, etc. This will help him to deal with a big transport company. He also wants to know more about the other banking services like check, draft, etc. Now, what is card payment? Basically, there are two types of cards, debit card and credit card. A debit card is issued by a bank which allows customers to withdraw cash or pay for goods and services from their bank account, while a credit card is a payment card issued to customers to pay for the goods and services based on the customer's promise to pay them. What is the basic difference between both the cards? Debit card is like a prepaid mobile connection. The amount gets deducted from the customer's account for any payment, while credit card is like a postpaid mobile connection for which the payment has to be made at the end of the billing period. Now, what are the benefits of both the debit and the credit card? The main benefits to customers are safety and convenience. For using debit card, code is required, which makes it much more safer option. What is the machine cost to install in the taxi? For this, one needs to install GSM based machine. The machine cost will depend upon your monthly transactions and the bank will take a small commission from the sales which you will make. With the help of a debit card, from where do we withdraw cash? The cash can be withdrawn from any of the ATMs across the country. Now the question is, what is exactly ATM? Full form of ATM is automated teller machine. ATMs are operated by customer himself to deposit or to withdraw cash from his own bank account. Now, is it easy and safe to use ATM? ATM is very easy to operate. Every person without basic computer knowledge can operate the ATM. Transactions via ATMs are extremely safe. What are the other ways which one can pay or make transactions with one's bank account? Checks and demand drafts can be used to make payments or transfer amount to any other bank account. Checks and demand drafts are the physical paper form. How can one know about the transaction done from one's bank account? One can use a passbook to keep the record of all the transactions done within one's bank account. It is a paper book which can be updated at a regular period. What is check? Checks were developed as a way to make payments without the need to carry large amounts of money. A check is a document that orders a payment of money from a bank account. The person writing the check is called the drawer, and the drawer is usually having a current or savings account where their money was previously deposited. The drawer writes the various details including the monetary amount, date, and a payee on the check and signs it, ordering their bank, known as the drawee, to pay that person or company the amount of money stated. What is exactly demand draft? A method used by individuals to make transfer payments from one bank account to another. It is a financial draft payable on demand. Demand drafts are marketed as a relatively secure method for cashing checks. Is there any difference between demand drafts and checks? Though both are used for transfer the amount between two accounts of same or different bank, but the major difference between demand drafts and normal checks is that demand drafts do not require a signature in order to be cashed. Demand draft is city specific, while issuing a check you need not have cash in your account but still issue it. But in case of a DD, that is demand draft, you must have cash and that amount would be debited the moment you issue a demand draft. The payment would happen when the customer deposits the demand draft. Banks usually charge commission to issue a demand draft. Payment of a check can be stopped by the drawer of the check, whereas the payment of a draft cannot be stopped. Now, what is the advantage of a demand draft over check? Demand draft is as good as cash. Check is written by an individual and demand draft is issued by a bank. People believe in banks more than individuals. You can 100% trust a demand draft. It is a banker's check. A check a check may be dishonored for lack of funds, but a DD cannot. How to fill a demand draft? To buy a demand draft from a bank, you are required to fill an application form which asks the following information: name of the recipient, amount to be transferred, place where the transferred money is to be paid, mode in which you will pay money to the bank, that is, in cash or by debit of your account. The application form along with a check on your account or cash is deposited with the counter clerk who gives you a demand draft for the amount. How to fill a check? When filling out the check, write the date on the line in the upper right hand corner. In the second step, write the recipient's name on the line that says pay to the order of. If it is to an individual, include both their first and last names. If the check is going to an organization, write out its full name. Do not use short forms unless explicitly given permission. Thirdly, in numerical form, write the amount of the check in the box to the right of the pay to the order of line. For example, if you want a check for the amount of rupees 1000, write in numerical form rupees 1000. Write the amount of the check in word form also on the line under the pay to the order of line. For security reasons, it is a good practice to include the word only after you write the amount and to draw a line to fill up the rest of the space. Sign the check on the line in the bottom right corner. Your check will be invalid if it is not personally signed by you.